Oh my days, we're here again. It's the RetroTech 120p challenge. Who would have thought it? I would have, because I was here last week with you. So yes, this week we are playing Vampire Savior, not Vampire Flavor, which came out in 1997. And it's one of those series that just sort of goes and comes. It was started off as DarkStalkers. And it keeps on going. It's the sort of horror-themed version of Street Fighter 2. I say horror, all the people in it look very nice. Even the big scary monsters look pleasant enough. Like the Yeti looks like a nice cuddly fella. And all the women are quite highly sexualised. And in fact, I'm playing a succubus. Although I've bucked the trend with succubuses, and I've gone for the one with the smaller breasts, which I can't work out if that's like a really nice, cool, mature thing for me to do, not pick the girl with the big breasts, or I've just gone for the Jimmy Savile option. I don't know. That's up for you to decide, and then keep it to yourself. Please don't tell the police that I've got a dodgy hard drive. I don't have a dodgy hard drive, despite the amount of animal genitals I look up. Right, so yes, this is Vampire Savior from Capcom. It was released on numerous consoles. I think it came out on the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation. I think they put it on PSN, I think, afterwards as well, on the network in about early 2010s, I think. And it's one of those beat 'em ups, isn't it? It's high octane, hit lots of things, typical Capcom beat 'em up past Street Fighter 2. Really good fun. Lots of new exciting characters that added to the DarkStalkers roster. I think Lilith is one of them, I think. I didn't play a lot of this. I'm not a big fighting person, to be honest. I enjoyed Street Fighter 2 as much as the next man. I don't hate them or anything. They're quite fun to play, and I love the creativity, I think. In quite a staid genre, but the creativity, I think, in character design in a good fighter such as this is a joy to behold, I think. Yes, yes, DarkStalkers has a lot of sort of attractive monster ladies with big boobies, but it also does things like this zombie fella here, who's Lord Raptor, who's a sort of a UK punk zombie, which is an interesting idea. I think I quite like that as a concept. So yeah, I think it's a genre I've got a lot of time for. I think the level of detail and animation with a good fighting game, you have to get that animation 100% spot on as well. You might have heard a podcast recently where I was talking bad about Mortal Kombat. Still stands. So yeah, this is Lilith's adventures. I don't last very long. Don't worry, I won't keep you. I won't be a winner today. I can see someone clearing this. A decent fighting player, like Mark Blaster or Retro 48K, will probably finish this. There's really hard fighting games in the arcades like Mortal Kombat. This one's quite forgiving. I think, although Dougie Titchmarsh isn't a massive fan of fighting games, I think he might get quite far in this. He'll probably get as far as I did. So yeah, I think it's quite an enjoyable one. Right, what now? Well, I could do the animal genital fact. So let's do that. Yeah, why not? So this week, being a Halloween themed episode, I've decided to go for bats. Obviously Lilith here, although I think she's supposed to be a demon rather than like a vampire bat or anything. She's got quite batty wings, hasn't she? So let's talk about them. So Ouroboros bats, they have an enlarged larynx and nasal cavity, and they line up in trees along the riverbank and try to woo passing females by honking at them. It's something I've tried constantly in the local Weatherspoons, and more times out of 10 it works. No, it Male sack wingbacks, on the other hand, hover in front of females to waft enticing pheromones and demonstrate their flying prowess. That's like one of them pilots who just bought some CK1. For some species, mating takes place upside down, whereas other species mate on cave walls or in rock crevices. That's the equivalent of you or I fingering a girl in a bus stop. The male takes hold of the female from behind and inserts his penis into the vagina. This encounter can be brief or long and noisy, just like us. Researchers have also found that female short-nosed fruit bats perform oral sex on their mates to prolong the act. Male Indian flying foxes do the same thing to females. I think the female short-nosed fruit bat and the male Indian flying fox should get together. I think they're more respectful, I think, of their partner's needs. And I think that the male short-nosed fruit bats and the female Indian flying foxes need to have a bloody good look at themselves in the mirror. So yeah, that's my facts about bat sex. I didn't actually talk a lot about penises in there, did I? See if I can find a fact about their genitals. No, we'll just talk about the intercourse today, I think. But as a bonus, I'm going to go to Lilith's page and potentially talk about what a succubus is. So it's generally said that succubus race absorbs the spirit of the opposite sex and uses it as their energy source. However, succubi that live in the Ainsland family, which I presume is Lilith's and Morrigan's family, are slightly different. They create a special secretion liquid in their body when they are physically or mentally stimulated. They use this liquid to maintain life. I don't think that's particularly special to the Ainsland family. I must say that when I'm physically stimulated, I also produce a special secretion liquid, as do, I would imagine, most other people in this channel, even Anthony Walker. If one of these were to be trapped in a secluded area, she would die within 2 days due to a lack of stimulus. That's all like lockdown then, isn't it? But anyway, yes, this fella here, this sort of, I don't know, bog beast, I don't know what you call him, man thing, well, he and his swamp here, old Swampy McBugger boy, is a little swine. I think he takes care of both of my continues, as you'll soon discover. But yeah, as I said, I've quite enjoyed this one this week. It might be one I go back to, in fact, after I've finished playing, and maybe I can get good and probably learn from my mistakes, which is obviously uploading really quickly in the week, and maybe practice a bit. That might help. Not just go straight in, select a character and go, yep, I'm playing this now, which is what I normally do, and that usually means I lose. Yeah, first continue down. I've already said the spoilers that I lose, but if you looked at the bar at the bottom of the screen, you will see that I would have lost anyway. But yes, when I know a game quite well, say like the elevator action one, I do tend to practice at it a bit because I think I've got a chance of winning. With something like this, which is like a one-on-one fighter, I know I'm not going to win. I've never been that good at them. It's not to say I didn't enjoy them. I do enjoy them, but I've never been very good at them at all. I always try the same tactics, which is basically run at them and spam jumps and attacks and things, and hope for the best. Sneak in the odd Ryu fireball maneuver or Hadouken. Not Hadouken, that is the fireball. Sneak in the odd fireball dragon punch maneuver by pressing random buttons and hope that one of them works. And sometimes it does, and by the time you get to this sort of level of battle, level 4, level 5, it doesn't work anymore. So there's a good tactic for you. Don't be me. Yeah, so don't know what really else to say. Please do join the RetroTech 120p challenge by going to the RetroTech group, saying, please may I join, sir? Someone will probably go, yeah, go on then. Come in, you come. Open the door open for you. You walk in, You say, right, I'm going to play with you guys. You play that game, whatever it is that week. It doesn't really matter how far you get. You might die. You might not die. You might be the best in the world at it. And then if you win, you get sort of vague praise. But whoever is involved gets to play along as well. So until then, Kay, thanks and bye.